I read a quote once that said some poems force you to write them, and I think this was the case with this. I want to fade in slowly. I want to paint the landscape of your land with rich rhymes. I want to tell of the dances, the dresses, the tea times. But they've sent the warning strike, so forgive me if I rush in or if I stumble over my words. Blood tends to clot in my throat. I apologize if I only told your stories when they were the horror ones. I apologize if I only heard your cries when they were screamed across the sea. For writing poems of your people only when their names were etched in graveyards, or at least should be. I know this isn't my doing, but an apology from the ones who make you ache aren't worth pursuing, so I'll take it. Forgive me. Forgive me for letting them color their flags with your bloodshed. Their pride of blue, white, red flags waved with pride over the graves of sons who've died innocent, who tried with all their might to defy genocide. You were given the right to exist with a big asterisk with conditions I only be when they let you exist, if they let you resist. I read a quote once that said some poems force you to write them, and I think this was the case with this. I think with seeing all the media, with seeing videos and pictures that we're seeing, there's no other way to get it out than just to say it. And with politicians restricting what we can say and all these things that are being passed, sometimes poetry is the only way that you can speak freely. I regret 1948, when your homes became offers on the table to bargain with. I regret 1917, when your veins were the ink he signed away his blame with. This is not an October horror. This is a 75-year horror, a whole lifelong horror. Something spiraled in the rings of old olive trees, embedded in the soil of worn vine leaves. I wonder how the trees there still grow upright. I wonder how the trees there still grow upright. Somehow their posture is solid, like their people. They hold bodies, but God's praise is uttered on their tongues. It must be hard to grow a straight spine when deceased descend upon your shoulders. Yet their faith outranks mine, as if their heads are held high by the heavens themselves. Maybe their prostration was deepened by the bones on their back. Occupier, the only white flag you'll see of conformity, of surrender, is the white cloth that surrounds those who died with dignity, submitting only to the Lord of mercy. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. To Allah we belong, and to Him we shall return. Thank you. There are a lot of educational events, but sometimes you just need a space to express, a space to mourn, a space to be with others and feel empowered by them, because you can feel so isolated in your activism. You can feel so isolated in your journey of what you're trying to achieve. So these spaces hold power.